looking at the Csgo slate for today. 6 games starting at 12:30. So let's get into it. Before we get started, I'd appreciate it if you would hit the like button down below and subscribe if you have not already. With LOL almost over, it's going to be time to focus on a new sport. I think CSGO is probably going to have a lot bigger contests as LOL is almost over before they start the summer split again. What I do like about this is it's basically you can play whoever you want, no positions on Draftkings. Fanduel is the same way, except there's a team spot. But makes it pretty easy to stack who you think's going to win. Out of these 6 games, my favorite stacks are probably going to be MIBR against Bear. I like Team Liquid, and I like FNC. I guess you could also make a case for VIT against Dignitas if you want, but those other 3, I like them quite a bit as some of my favorite stacks tonight. So, starting off here at Captain, try to focus on some of those players. It's kind of tough to just pay all the way up at Captain, because if you do that, if you pay all the way up, you're down to under 7k left for the other spots, which can kind of be tough. So, might go a little bit cheaper here. Maybe take a chance on like Crims, a little bit cheaper at the top, with still plenty of upside. He's been playing very well recently, and I do like them to win this game. He also has a pretty solid ceiling with over 100 fantasy point upside there. So against Fnatic, one of the best teams out there. I think Crims looks like a nice option against HER tonight, or this afternoon. At Flex, if you want to go a little bit cheaper, I like Twista on Team Liquid as a cheap option. Only 7,000. Also has a decent ceiling with a pretty high floor. I also like Team Liquid to win this game. And Twista at only 7,000 makes sense as a cheap option with plenty of upside. To pay up a little bit more, I also like on the MIBR team, one of my favorite stacks, I would look at like Fallen. On FNC also, you have Roland at 9,000 I like as a stack. Plenty of upside, also pretty affordable at 9k. Upside to get you over 100 fantasy points in some of these spots. But usually when they're favored, I expect a pretty solid performance out of him, and stacking him with Crims also makes for a ton of sense. And then I go ahead and give you guys a solid value play. I'm liking as 5,800 is Myron from MIBR. Also like them as a stack. At only 5,800 offers you plenty of upside based on the price point. A little bit risky as sometimes his games are not that solid. Like sometimes he gets 20 and 30s, but he has plenty of times he's gotten over 50, 60, so even 70. So based on that and based on the price point and based on the matchup, they should win this game. So that makes me feel pretty good about him easily exceeding value and being one of the better value plays on DraftKings. That allows you to pay up for players on his team like Fallen, or players on FNC like Crims, and on Team Liquid you can pay up there. So those are the 4 that I kind of like on DraftKings the most. On FanDuel here, pretty much similar, except that they have a team spot at the bottom. But same kind of stacks that I'm looking at Fnatic, Team Liquid, and MIBR, wherever they are. Alright, 6,400 for them is pretty affordable. They're the main ones that I'm looking at. At MVP on FanDuel, you're not paying extra, so it doesn't matter that much. But I would probably look at like somebody from the 3 teams that I mentioned that I'm pretty high on. I like this guy from Team Liquid, Village, probably how to say that. At 12-2, been very good. Like them a ton as a stack upside to get you 90, 100 fantasy points, and pretty affordable. So definitely look like that's the way I will probably be going on FanDuel. See how I can get. And then also have Twista at his price point on FanDuel is very cheap. At 9,500 for the upside that he possesses. So also we'll get him in there. And then on the other teams that I mentioned, Crims, also a little bit expensive on FanDuel, but you also have Roland at 11.3. Both of them I think are similar, depending on which one you like more. You have Fur on MIBR, like him, against Bad News Bears at 10-1. And probably we'll finish it off with like Fallen. So on FanDuel, Team Liquid and MBR looks pretty good to stack. You also have Fanatics that I like. So that's a quick breakdown for this LOL slate starting pretty soon. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comments, try to answer them. And good luck today.